This is Dr. ARULPRAKASH, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, St.Joseph College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Cuddalore. Today we are going to discuss about the structure and functional details of Taenia Solium. So before entering the Taenia Solium, we should know what is a Taenia. So Taenia, commonly called tapeworm because of its long flat ribbon-like body, is exclusively endoparasitic flatworm. There are different species are there in Taenia parasites, man and other animals. The common species Taenia solium, that is a pork tapeworm, Taenia saginata, that is a beef tapeworm, Taenia acanthareus, Taenia nana, Taenia fishwormis, Taenia canium, Taenia cucumaria, Taenia madagascariensis are commonly found parasitic dogs and cats. So other tapeworms like Munisia parasite in sheep, Hymenolopsis, the dwarf tapeworm parasite in children, mice, rats, and Echinococcus, probably the smallest tapeworms parasite in dogs. So Taenios, the pork tapeworm man, and it is adult lives in the intestine of man, leading endoparasitic life. Its life history completed in two hosts, that is a digenetic, man being the primary host and pig as a secondary host. Except the adult, various stages of its life history are passed in the body of secondary host. Other animals like goat, cattle, horse and monkey may also serve as secondary host. Taenia solium is, however, reported from those parts of the world where pork is eaten either raw or improperly cooked, especially in European countries. Since it lives in adult stage in the intestine of man, it causes injuries to mucous membrane lining and alimentary canal, where it adheres by its colex. It may even cause mechanical injury by obstructing the passage of alimentary canal. It causes abdominal pains, weakness, loss of weight and excessive appetite. However, disease caused by this worm is called taeniosis. The entire structure of this Taenia solium, you can show it, Taenia solium. Before the classification of Taenia solium is known, phylum Platyhelminthes, systematic position, phylum Platyhelminthes, class Cestoda, subclass Eucastoda, order Taeniidea, genus Taenia, species Taenia solium. So this is the Taenia solium. So before I have to discuss some habitat of Taenia solium, this is the structure. In this slide you can see the structure of Taenia solium. The body of a Taenia solium is long, dorso-ventrally flattened and narrow, ribbon-like, reaching a length of 2 to 3 meters. The color of the body opaque white. Body consists scolex, neck and strobila or body segments. So what is the scolex? The first part of the body, scolex. The anterior end of the body, taenia, has knob-like scolex. The scolex is smaller than the head of a pin, about 1 mm in diameter. 1 mm in diameter, with 4 cup-like muscular suckers having radial muscles and anterior round prominent circular rostrum having 22 to 32 curved chitinous hooks in 2 circles. The inner circle of with the larger hooks, outer circle with the smaller ones. The long and short hooks alternate with each other. Each hook is made up of a base by the scolex. The rostrum can be protruded slightly. The scolex with its suckers and hooks is an organ of attachment with the intestinal wall of host, thus working as an organ of adhesion or the hold fast. The scolex, sometimes wrongly referred to as head, but it cannot be the head because it is neither related to food perception nor an organ of catching the food. Neck. So coming to the next part of Taenia, Solium. Neck. Behind the scolex is a thin, small, narrow, unsegmented neck which grows continuously and proliferates proclatids by transverse fission or asexual budding. Therefore, this region is variously called like growth zone, area of proliferation or budding zones. So coming to the strobila regions. Strobila is neck is followed by the flattened ribbon-like body called strobila. The strobila forms the main bulk of the body and consists of a series of proclatids arranged in a linear fashion. The strobila of a mature tapeworm measures about 3 meters in length, having 800 to 900 proclatids itself. A proclatids is one complete unit of body having a complete set of genitalium and surrounded tissues. The linear arrangement of repetition of these units is called proclatization. The proclatids internally remain connected together by muscles, excretory vessels and nerve cord. However, proclatids are not metameric segments like those of annelids, arthropods and other animals because these are independent, self-containing units, each with a complete set of reproductive organs, both male and a part of excretory and nervous systems, and they are formed at the zone of proliferation situated anteriorly behind the scolex. Therefore, the youngest proclatids is next to neck of and the oldest posterior end of the strobila. The proclatids, a mature tapeworm, however, differentiated into 3 kinds of regions. One is immature, mature stages of proclatids, like immature proclatids just behind the neck, devoid of reproductive organ or broader than long, and called immature proclatids. Around nearly 200 anterior proclatids are there. So coming to the mature proclatids, nearly 100 to 150 proclatids after immature proclatids bear male reproductive organ only. All these proclatids are pushed back, they developed female reproductive organ also. Thus, the mature proclatids are hermaphrodite and they number about 300 to 400 proclatids. The mature proclatids are squarish in shape. So coming to the third position, that is gravid. These proclatids are the oldest and towards the posterior side of the strobila and include nearly 150 to 200 proclatids. These segments are longer and then their breadth and no reproductive organs are found in them. They contain only branched uterus packed with fertilized eggs. In fact, the proclatids of strobila widen gradually along their length from anterior to posterior side. The proclatids bear genital papillae and pore, alternating once to right and then to left. In Taenia Solium, like other tapeworms, the gravid proclatids are regularly cut off either singly or in a group of 5 proclatids from posteriorly and strobila. This is called apolysis. These detached proclatids are passed out from the body of the host during defecations along with the feces. The phenomenon of apolysis is significant because it helps in transferring the developed embryos to outside the body of animals. The body primarily so that can be find a necessary secondary host, and it's also keep the size of strobila restricted within limit to continuous proliferation in new proclatid from the neck regions. So this is information about the structure of Taenia Solium. I hope this information is very useful to you. Thank you, dear students. Thank you for watching.